Yeah, hello, Chad. I hope you're all doing fantastic. What is good? It is big baseball season now. I know a lot of us have been waiting for this league to get going, and it is time. It is time to get it going. So before we get into the games, we have a couple things. We have a few things to speed through, from info on how the league works, getting some little pregame interviews, and then we're gonna be hopping into the game. I know everyone's anxious to get going. I know the excitement is there. And we have to give some of the preliminary info on how everything works in case you guys are confused. I want to make sure we all know the rules and how everything is going to go. So we have a lot to talk about, shall we? We're going to hop into the initial league info here first. So first, we have a roster of 8 amazing creators within this community. We got GracefulSwan, Ansel Armstrong, Trumanation, Ochev, the Digital Champion, the Holy Grail, Ray Cheesy, Thuni, me playing as well. So we got a whole squad of really good, fun dudes. It's going to be very exciting to see how all of us do. I mean, what do you think of this crew, Mangoes? Strays are already being caught. This is something you're going to be seeing each week from Mangoes. He's going to be here in every stream, commentating in the booth. I won't be here every single time because, of course, I got to play. But there's a lot of smack talk, a lot of strays being caught. But in terms of more of the info with the league, we have a point system. This isn't all wins and losses. It's all on your individual game performance. So if you win or lose, there's still some benefit to be had. So as you see, we have a general point system. Each run is 25 points, 5 for hits, 1 point for walks, hit by pitches, and total bases, 5 for steals, 10 for saves, and then 2 points for strikeouts by pitchers. So this point system is meant to mitigate for all of the games. Obviously, we have different variations of skill levels. We have some really good players, and then we have some players that, can't make it into Hall of Fame and ranked. But it happens. We have a good array of players, and this is meant to even the playing field. And speaking of evening the playing field, we got multipliers. So with the points, you get a multiplier. We went through with the show zone, like Jeremy said before, and we broke down everyone's real life stats in the game, their averages of their ranked seasons and battle royale numbers in the game throughout the year. And we came up with a multiplier number to even up the playing field. So even though out of this entire bunch, you have some favorites in terms of how good players are, every single player has a chance to win because of this multiplier system. It means that a good game for someone like Ochev is going to be the equivalent of a good game for DC. DC may score 3 runs. That's a good game for him. That may be the equivalent of Ochev getting like 7 runs. So this is meant to even the playing field. Everyone has a chance to win, and it's going to be very, very competitive despite the variation of players. It is the best comparison is a golf handicap. That's basically how it goes. And in terms of this is meant to be the most competitive thing ever. This is all here for content, collaborative content, fun lineups, fun gameplays. So this is for the benefit of the creators who are taking part in this. That is why you are seeing this. This type of stuff could be adjusted for even stuff down the road, but that's a whole nother conversation. But for now, let's take a look at the schedule and what we have planned here. Game number 1 is going to be getting going here in just a moment. GracefulSwan versus Digital Champion should be a fun matchup. And then just after that, we're going to have Ray Cheesy versus Trumanation. Another really fun matchup. We're going to be getting into that very quickly here. But we have a few more things to go over. We got some lineups for these first couple games. The team build for this week is Bunt Cheeser week. So every player on this team has a average number between their drag bunt rating, and their speed of 70 plus. So this means that everyone has a chance. I mean, there are a bunch of players that have that combination of attributes, and you're going to see a little variation in these lines, but everyone's going to be able to bunt. And the rule is that everyone has to bunt once per inning. If they don't bunt in that inning, they're going to lose 100 points, which is a lot of points. So basically, everyone's going to be bunting a lot in these games this week. A lot of bunts inbound. So taking a look at the lineups. First, we got Swanee's lineup here for game 1. You see he's got Cedric Mullins, Buxton, and Starling Marte out there. What do you think of this lineup, Mangoes? It's looking like we got a really interesting lineup here. You guys may see Roberto Perez in there, and there's a reason for that. There is only one normal catcher with this attribute threshold, so we left the 3 options. 99 Ivan Rodriguez, 99 Craig Biggio, and 94 Roberto Perez. even though he's a 94, he's slower. He actually has 90 plus bunt verse and his drag bunt. So he's got very high bunt ratings. So he's an option of one of the 3 catchers here, despite the lower speed. And Swanee going for the strategy of power. He has the most power of the 3. He's slow, and he's not going to be as good contact-wise as the other 2. That card is actually an interesting one. I bet you're going to see him a good bit. A very underrated Tops Now card. So let's check DC's lineup here. See if there's any differences. Ooh, he's got parallel 5, Steve Finley out in right field. Oh, Adalberto Mondesi at second base. Cesar Hernandez at third. I like this team going for a little bit more of the power approach with Cesar and Steve Finley in the outfield. Biggio at catcher. I like this team, but what do you think of Adalberto Mondesi? Absolutely. And we asked on Twitter on the Dugout Creative account who everyone thought was going to win game 1. Looking at the prediction and the outcome, looks like Mr. Swan is the predicted favorite of this matchup according to Twitter poll. 67% of people voted for him to win. I mean, anything can happen in these games, but poor DC might not win a poll, unfortunately. I think that's a narrative around the guy. Absolutely. So we're going to be hopping in the booth now. We're going to interview the 2 players very quickly before we get into the game, ask them their thoughts and their strategy, and we're going to throw them into the booth with us. So first, if Mr. DC is ready, I'm going to drag him into the booth, and we're going to ask him a few questions. Well, I'm excited to watch the game. Feel free to get your last-minute prep in. We're going to drag in Mr. Swan. Good luck to you, Mr. DC. I know you're not the favorite on paper, but everyone loves an underdog. Mr. Swan, the man himself. What is good? How we feeling? Howdy. How do we feel?
Well, I heard a lot of accents in that call, so slightly intimidated.
I feel that.
The Phoenix, how you doing today, pal? You ready for this?
Oh, we're ready. I'm on my 3rd G Fuel post lift. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go. Man, you better put it on DC today, Swanee.
I saw Mondesi. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah, he's interesting. Definitely interesting, man.
I'm in.
What's your strategy today, Swanee? What's your go-to? What are you thinking to put it on DC?
Oh, we got a variety of defenses planned, a variety of pitching concepts that we're going to go about. We got a lot in store. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm backing you. It's definitely it's going to be entertaining.
So, do you have any planning with the bunting in particular? Do you have any set plans beforehand? Do you want to keep that on the down low?
It's gonna be a feel thing. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I feel that. I think that's how a lot of people are gonna take it. You know, you got to play by the situation. You know, last thing you want to do is get a bunch of runners on and then half the bunt. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You gotta really feel based on how you're doing overall. So I'm interested to see the strategy of the bunting, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how this game goes. This is gonna be probably a precedent setter for the rest of the games.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't give away your bunt first AB every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep that infield in.
Absolutely. Well, any last minute things you want to say about this matchup? So you are the favorite of this matchup. The Twitter poll voted you to be the favorite. So you have any reaction to that?
Shout out to Swan fam. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. I love it. Well, we'll let you back into the call. Get you going into your game. I know we've waited about 20 minutes here, so get you guys going into your game now. You're good to get into the game and get it started.
We're good. I can send an invite.
And DC. Yep, you're good to go now.
Alrighty.
And we're gonna get ready to hop in game. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
There he was. Oh, it turns out I'm out in Canada here. Let me fix that. And yeah, that is our interviews with the players. We're about to hop into the game here. I think it's gonna be a hell of a game. Swanee scares me because he had a rough day on the sticks, and it just only drove him to want to turn into a demon. Like, that man is gonna be playing with anger this game, whether it'll help him or not. He's gonna be playing with some fire underneath him this game, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how this goes. Yep, go on. Yup, absolutely. I think it's going to be really interesting. I think that, with the bunt strategy, I'm really interested, to be honest, if someone forgets the bunt or doesn't do it. And for all the bunting rules, get all the specifics I know there's someone likely in the chat concerned over some of the specifics of the bunting. First of all, the bunt will count if it's either if you get a strike 3 swing and miss, that counts as their attempted bunt. Either the bunt gets hit into play and it's a hit, or it turns into an out. So whether they hit into play and get out, all that matters is they place the bunt down. Perfect out. The energy, the energy right there from unfortunate. Now it's 2 outs. Got to get that bunt down, but there's no infield in. I don't know if DC's made the shift at all, so he might be able to get this down. Oh. Nice. Beautiful. Mini Minoso. Absolutely love it. Oh. He's cheesing him. He's cheesing him, all right. Yep, as you see in the you see in the top left corner. Oh, every run. Ooh.
We're on the board, baby. Let's go.
You can see on Swanee's stream, you can see what the point system is. Every single run scored is 25 points. So now that's 25 points for Swanee plus whatever hits he has gotten already. Mm-hmm. Yep. And the big thing at the end of the games as well, there's also like, I know some... Ooh.
One.
He has said what he had to. He said what he had to. A lot of buys. I love it. Swanee, 4-0 lead. And he and by the way, with that smack talk, once the home run was hit, he talked in the Discord call. DC heard it all. He kind of just had to sit muffled and absorb it because he can't say anything because he gave up the homer.
That was, oh my god, man. Oh my god, oh my god.
The shift. I love it. I love it. Easy.
Oh yeah.
Is that going to be in
That
play?
that'll be in play.
It is. It is in play. The shambles. See, this is the big thing with the... This is the big thing with the smack talk. Like, I feel like that he's got to feel a little bit demoralized after that. He had to have picked up on Swanee's energy and just been like, you know what? I'm out. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, it's like you called it. It's like you called it. Didn't forget his bunt though, so good on him for not forgetting the bunt.
I mean, y'all, like, holy shit, bro.
Well, nope. Big momentum shift for the Swan. 4-0 here. Shutout inning there. You got to keep the foot on the gas. You got to keep scoring because with how these games go, anything can happen.
Oh, good sir. That would be number 2. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah, he's locked. Demon Swan is here, I would think. I think Demon Swan is here. We got to watch out. He's got the metal music going too, so he is just absolutely locked. Absolutely. And it could flip right back over. It really can. Anything can happen here on All-Star. Absolutely.
Who do I have up next? Cedric? I'm a bunt now.
All right. he called the bunt, and the second he said it, DC got the shift in.
Oh, that's a good one.
Come on.
Run.
Oh, he had the shift in. That's a good...
Be nice, that dog. Respect. Come on.
There are a lot of options. Like, I think there's plenty of choices to make work. Like, it's an interesting choice. Like, I know Mondesi's a glitch, but to say he's gonna be better than like a lot of these like high 90s diamonds, I have a tough time agreeing with that. My favorite thing is picking up on the different trends of like the mood of the stream. Swanee's got the metal music, the headband. He is just locked in. DC's got the casual country going. And he's just trying to stay all chill.
Come on, Craig.
Something with Swanee in these leagues. He thrives in this setting.
Oh, man.
He just likes to compete in this league setting. It's unreal. But DC just needs a little bit of momentum. He just needs a little bit to go his way. He's right in the thick of this still. Absolutely.
God.
Absolutely.
I mean, just slamming.
Cedric's the guy you want to get a hit going with too. You need to get a rally hit right here with Cedric. This is your inning right here. Oh. Expand that zone a bit. And I think he might have to bunt with Caesar here. Caesar here. Oh, did he remember to bunt? I think Swanee knows he has to bunt. Yeah, he remembered. Oh, what a bunt!
I just can't get anything going. That I don't know, man. Mentally, that just really wears on you.
I think that's a good little taste on what's going into the mind of DC.
We love Minnie. Mr. Roberto, hello, good sir.
And he's got.
I think we sag here.
You may want to burn it, get the runner to third. Yep, I like it.
Good bunt, Roberto.
And Roberto's bunt is unreal. He's got 90s in the bunt. It's unreal.
It's guaranteed, Craig. We're all going to the playoffs. But yeah. Ooh, Byron.
Ooh, he wanted it.
Where's the sinker? Found it. Ah, it fucked me up anyway. All right, Shohei. RBI chance here. Let's go. Already on the bomb. Already has a big bomb.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna bring in a lefty, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Shohei again! Shohei again! Ah! Whoa! Hey, bro. That's where we start Shohei, baby. All-star. Let's get it.
That's what he got through the Discord. I love it. What a cut.
Bang!
Yeah, poor DC, man. This is just deflating.
Oh, we beat that. We beat that. We beat that. We beat that. We beat that.
Mm-hmm. Mercy rules are in play. Mercies can happen. He's prepared all week for this, I think. He's been waiting for this moment, you could tell.
Good pitch. That curveball moves so much, man. Hey, that's more. That's more, baby. That's more. Look at that. Just, oh, Shohei, buddy. You picked today to go off, and what a great day to do it. Throw. Attaboy Mini. Attaboy Mini.
Let's flip over here. Yep. We'll flip back to DC's POV. I mean, this man just unfortunately hasn't connected with much this game. Hasn't gotten much momentum to go his way, unfortunately. Ohtani's just been dicing him. He's had a tough time adjusting. I think he's been lingering on that one really big inning. Is that going to land? Oh. You can't get a timing of Ohtani.
Like, I literally can't even buy it. I mean, I just can't buy one.
Yeah, just, oh. He hasn't gotten a hit right now. If this is Swanee, this is like a massive point game for Swanee. This could be a big point game for him at this rate. He is, oh, that's a cut. It's going to burn a gap, though. He's got to lock it in. That's his rally starter right there. That's his rally. Oh. Some may say commentator jinx. I know someone might say commentator jinx. I don't know what to call that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a 100-point deduction right there.
Yeah, he didn't bunt that inning. He didn't bunt that inning. Oh no.
Because he rounded second.
He never got hit to bunt. The tragedy. Unfortunate. That's a minus 100. Pain. That's up the middle. Let's go. It is just pain. Swanee actually gets a chance to mercy here. He actually gets a chance to mercy. Oh, is that the man himself in the chat? That is the dude, Captain Tater Todd. Chat. The man behind this stadium. No, but I think DC wants to burn down his house. You missed it. He had a double to the gap around second, but he didn't want his runner to go to third. But he rounds the base, gets the extra couple steps, and he gets gunned at second and never got the bunt down the inning, so he lost 100 points. Yeah.
Good bunt. Oh, he's gonna get two. No, he won't.
Oh. Some may say shambles. Some may say shambles, but I think shambles doesn't even justify what this is at this point.
Oh my God.
This is just
No shot that just happened, right?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Mods, can we take care of that, please?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been one of those games. You have those games, and unfortunately, it just happened for DC. I mean, Swanee is just mentally locked. All it took was that big rally for DC to start checking out. I mean, still anything can happen, but it's gonna be tough. Oh. Swanee.
Let's fucking go!
That I know this is literally game one of the entire league. This is the very beginning.
Seriously, DC's a good dude, good friend of mine.
But holy, that might be the game of the season in terms of like a performance, a single game performance. That was an incredible performance for Swanee.
Right, man. I love the guy, man. Seriously. We love DC. But hey, man, let's go. 1-0. 1-0. Made it
That's the
through
beauty of it.
Made it through Bunt Week. We'll take it. W.
Love over there to DC.
Yeah.
Pill to swallow on game one. It's not how you want to start off the league, you know.
Yep, those are gonna happen.
And bounce back next week.
And that, I mean, just hell of a performance, man. Like, that's just a hell of a performance from Swanee. At that point, I mean, you gotta tip the cap a bit. The man absolutely showed out, put up a hell of a game, and that, talk about like a fire start to the league. That is that's incredible. So we're gonna get the point calculations with this game going now. You could say that again. Sheesh. Vegas made it out big. That is for sure. So we're gonna get this game all reported, all updated here, and we'll have the points and all of that info for you guys as soon as possible here. The beauty of our collaboration with the Show Zone is we could get really quick reports on this game and get really quick point logs. So we have game number 1. It's in the scoring process right now. And we're going to see how many points he made out with. I think Swanee may have made out really big that game. That's as good of a first game as you can have. 1 hit allowed. That's unreal. I'm actually scared. I'm scared for when I play because I'm already being behind that much. That's unreal. Yep, it's gonna be hectic. We had that game, but the game 2 is gonna be a heck of a matchup. We got Ray versus TJ. Oh man. That's going to be unreal. Yep, it's going to be really interesting to see how it goes. I mean, we're working on this game here. We're going to talk about a bit of this game, then we're going to drag the two in the booth, get their thoughts and all of that again, just like we did before game 1. Get Ray and Truman in the booth, get their thoughts. We're just working on getting this game reported and scored right away. And talk about a hell of a start. Unreal. I do. I think DC needs his hugs. Yep. He needs a he needs a hug. That's just a that's just hug worthy at that point. You gotta feel bad. That's demoralizing, man. Oh man. Those will happen though. So we have let's get these two in post game here real quick. We're gonna get some post games with these two. So let's get Swanee in the booth first. We'll hear his thoughts on the game. And let's see what's going on in the mind of the Swan. Hello, Mr. Swan.
Hello.
So, how about game number 1?
Yeah, we decided to go with Shohei, hoping to get a little bit of offense out of him, and he ended up with that.
What did you just do to DC?
Brother,
Like,
Shohei ain't even listed on the notable players.
You are literally wanted federally for a murder right now. The FBI is trying to track you down. So you better listen, pack up your shit and get out of town because they're after you right now. That was like watching, yeah, that was a homicide, man. I feel bad for DC. God, I mean, I love him. I was rooting for him, but God damn, man, you didn't have to really put it down like that, Swanee.
That first inning was rough too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the little RNG, but it looked like Shohei ended up being a good play, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, man. We'll take it.
I was saying before when the game first started, we were touching base on home runs being allowed like 30 seconds to really light someone's ears up with some nonsense. And unfortunately, I said, I'm like, I just hope DC gets a chance to really throw it back in his face. Unfortunately, you had to, you nipped that one in the bud. I was like, man, I want to hear what DC's got to say to this man. But yeah, you're definitely getting under his skin, man.
Yeah, dude, the first one, I went really in. And then after that, I was like, all right, there's number 2.
Number 2. And listen, I think Scan's collecting the statistics right now. Scan, do you know how many points Swan just put on with that 11-0?
It is still it's still getting scored right now, so we should find out within a few minutes, I would think.
It's a lot, Swanee. You got a lot of points just then.
You had a heck of a performance. You did.
I was focusing so hard on that, man. You saw me when I knew I had him trapped. I brought that second baseman in too. I was selling out.
I don't know if you noticed in that one inning, you got him out at second. He didn't get the bunt down that inning. DC.
Oh, that's what I was saying at the end of it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, he didn't get the bunt down.
Oh, so he gets a minus. That's a negative 100 points for not getting that down, correct?
Yeah.
Oh man, DC, we need you to bounce back next week, man. Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Can I say one thing though?
Yeah.
I've said it for the first time tonight. I've been thinking about it for a long time though. DC's uniforms are fire. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah,
his unis are very clean. I love the blue and orange look.
Yeah.
What do you think of that creative stadium powered by the show zone right there?
It was a good one, man. Shout out to Tater, by the way. The elevation wasn't crazy, which was great. And I mean, knowing this group, I was expecting a cheesy stadium with the bunt cheese week or with no elevation and all that. It played well. I liked it a lot. Good tournament stadium, in my opinion.
Yeah, dimension's good. The elevation, like you said, wasn't too high. And again, you're not playing at Field of Dreams. So it looked like if you were getting rewarded if you ran into a ball correctly, which is good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, especially for just like a tournament scene, like, even matchups and such.
Unreal, man. Well, listen.
Absolutely.
Hell of a job, man. Congratulations on winning week 1 against DC. Now, man, we're probably going to bring in DC if he's not like face
we need to send our virtual hugs to DC, but GG's, brother.
Hey,
claps up for you. Hell of a game, dude. Good performance, and I'm excited to see how this looks for you.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Phoenix. We're looking forward to it.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, all right. It comes DC. Here he is, Mr. DC.
Guys,
so
first
thing I need to ask, how do you feel after that game?
We're gonna get this out for a second on this broadcast, just for a second. How? Explain to me in layman's terms, and I swear to God, if either of you say it, that's just baseball, I will fly. I don't care how far it is, Mangoes. I'll fly to your ass right now. How do you get better? Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand to get better there. Like, how do you hit the ball better? Like the ball by Jackie in left center. Like, I don't know, like, how I'm supposed to hit that ball better. I mean, I could have done like Swan, I guess, and hit perfects. But, oh my God.
I mean,
second best, pal. Just second best with the RNG. You got a little unlucky. I think that there was a play where the pitcher took the ball and didn't even get the PFP to first base. And I think it was Minnie Minoso, I think he ended up beating it out with. But it didn't seem like things were going your way, man. As far as the RNG and the getting hosed at second.
God, no, that was like the Grand Slam. That was kind of built up, but it was after the inning before that. I had the same output, and it was an out. And then I got 2. Swan gets 2 on, and then he lays the bunt down. Andrew Miller trots over there, And I don't know why he throw cancels. He just throw cancels and trips over himself and then just stands there and then just tosses it to first. So then that led to the at that point I was already pretty triggered. So that just led to the absolute noob that he hit.
What are you going to do to make adjustments for next week, man? What do you take out of this? Do the same shit and just hope that the ball falls your way?
Yeah, I mean, like the biggest thing I did in that game that I got really quick with, and I'll say this: a lot of the other guys are used to, like, I guess like a little bit of a higher profile matchup, you know. And the one thing that I will tell people when you're using pinpoint, and you kind of get into like a high octane game, so to speak, like me and Swan were just in, you kind of get too pumped up a little bit, and you mess that pinpoint up a lot. And I messed it up quite a bit on some of the change-ups that I tried to place down and in that got located back across the plate, you know, or like the sinker that you really want to tuck and I couldn't tuck it enough. And that was the biggest thing. Like, my chat was like, yeah, the RNG, and it was like, I'm going to give Swan shit for the next 2 years about that first home run that he hit, though. I know that.
Yeah.
But the other one, you can't argue with the other ones. They were literally perfect. But it really wasn't on the bat. It was on pitching. Like, because I have to play I have to go into this like defensively. Like, that's the one thing that I've got to be better at. And I was really, really bad at it. Just the pinpoint being locked up and just left too many pitches over the plate. You know.
Blame Corbin Burns. Like, next week, someone different that's not going to be hanging stuff over the middle, man. I think Corbin.
Well, he's more like, he's a finesse guy, and I'm usually a little bit better in range with it. But to be honest with you, the reason that I went with him instead of your typical Verlander or Nolan is I figured that Swan was going to be sitting more on velo because we're in All-Star. Yeah. So I thought that I would try to go more break off speed than I did, like a Nolan Ryan or like, DeGrom or somebody. I figured that he would be more prepped for that. So I tried throwing somebody a little bit different. I'm really glad that it worked out. That was an excellent business decision on my part, bro.
Well, hey, man, all you got to do is just dust yourself off, pick up your balls, and keep going, man.
Bro, that's like
this ain't over.
Was like, pick your head. I was like, look, even though I got mercied, I'm going to tell you something. Even though I got mercied, I would rather get mercied by anybody in this group having a good time than I would anybody else. So it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm probably going to try to get off stream, but right now it's not that big of a deal.
Well, I mean, and it's a long season. Let's look at it that way.
Don't put it that way, Mangoes. I just got mercied. Don't put it. Don't say it's a long season.
Hey, listen, man. If you think that Graceful sweat, hey, man, what happens if you run into Oshev or Truman or Scan doing that nonsense? So,
we're bunting every single at bat.
Every time,
man. And I really, I really tried. Like, I realized at the time I tried to like oop Swan, and I had Wagner up. I was like, you need to lay this bunt down. And I was like, no, he's going to hang something because he knows the bunt's got to be laid down. So he threw the curve, and I smashed it and just had it advance all and wasn't even thinking about third. And he gets past second, and I was like, oh, God, he's going to get, the animation where they kind of get hung up. And I was like, he's out. Oh, you didn't lay a bunt down. Okay. It was just the most compound situation on earth.
Hey, man, we got Austin Thuney talking nonsense in the chat too. We might be sparking up a rivalry between you. Just
yeah.
So I'm not going to let that fly under the radar. He's out there saying a long season of getting your ass kicked, DC. So that's a rivalry, man. First matchup versus Thuney, you got to put it on him, boy.
Not really.
I agree with that.
I worry about Swan or TJ, but like Thuney, I don't. Like, why would you worry about somebody that's a fan of Minnesota teams?
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? Like, I know.
Whoa!
I mean, hell, like Swan's a Cubs fan. Hell, they've won a title. At least recently. Like, So he was prepped for that kind of environment. I don't know if Thuney's quite prepped for that environment or not.
The Atlanta Braves win one, man. You never hear the end of it, huh?
Yeah, I liked it too. Right before Swan cranks the grand slam for the mercy, I glance over to my chat and just happened to read, I thought the Braves won. Right about the time I hang it and bang it.
Oh, man. Unbelievable.
All right.
Man. Listen, at least you've got Christmas coming up. So, hey,
that's true. Don't forget.
But GG's DC, hell of a job, brother. I know you ran to Swanee, but GG's, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hoping for
enjoyed
better
it.
things ahead.
yeah,
Appreciate you
man.
hopping in for the interviews.
Like my dad
It
said
was,
when I was born, shit happens.
absolutely.
Oh, DC, God bless you, man.
Absolutely. What a guy.
All
So,
right, boys. Y'all have a good one.
Hey,
yep,
we'll
you too.
catch up. Good luck.
All right.
So there we go. There was DC. We're going to get ready to talk about game 2 in just a moment. We got Trumanation versus Ray. Let's get ready to look through their lineups. We're going to take a quick look at the lineups here. Here is TJ's lineup for game 2. He is, parallel 5 Lou Brock, Craig Biggio, all parallel 5. Like, what am I looking at here? Yes, he's got the egghead. I love it. Monte Irvin at third. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And we're going to quickly jump to Ray's lineup now. This is what Ray's rocking here. He's got Cesar. Cesar makes another appearance. And in case you're confused on why the teams are the way they are, it's Bunt Cheese Week. This is why the teams are the way they are. So in order to be eligible for this team, you have to have an average of 70 plus between bunt, drag bunt, and speed. And in terms of catchers, there only is one option, that's Craig Biggio. So we included other options, 99 Pudge Rodriguez and 94 Roberto Perez, who Swanee actually used last game. But a lot of Craig Biggio out there. This is the team build for this week. So if you're seeing this team and confused why it is the way it is, that is why. And in terms of, yep. Good question. I think this is interesting because Ray is an all-star goon. TJ is a top player type that plays on Legend all the time. I have a feeling Ray is going to win this. This is either one's game, but I'm going to pick Ray. Ray's my guy for this. Yeah. So we got the prediction. Let's see what Twitter decide. Who is Twitter favoring? They picked TJ at a close poll, 56%. Twitter's undecided. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Vegas seems to not know a real favorite for this one. This is the score result based on the current point system on game number 1. Swanee with a 624 point game. That's a big game right there. And then we have DC with the minus 67 as of right now. That bunt really cost them that minus 100. Yeah, absolutely. It's only got to get up from there. So now we're gonna go into the custom stadium. We're gonna take a flyover over Show Zone Field. This is what the stadium looks like. This is the stadium all the games are being played at. Beautiful looking park. Our man Captain Tater Top put this together, and it's a very beautiful looking park that these games today are taking part in. What do you think of the stadium, Mangoes? Yep, and then we got true overall deck in left field. You know, if you go to the Show Zone, you could see the true overalls of players, see all the attributes and different factors that go into choosing players for your team. So including that in the stadium, it is just absolutely beautiful. It's so sick to be playing these games here. That will likely be the plan. It's going to be exciting to see what stadiums we have in store. And this is one thing we've been doing with this league, trying to take it to different stadiums, different areas than the normal DD parks everyone plays at. And it's going to be really sick to see where this goes. Absolutely. So we're going to hop into the game now. They're getting ready to go. It is time. Game number 1 for these two is good to go. Oh, wrong scene. Nice professional streamer. Here we go. Now we're good to go. There we go. It is time, chat. Who do you guys have winning game number 1 for these two? It's like a game 2 in a day. But who do we have winning game number 1, chat, for TJ and Ray?
find a better PCI than that? You can't find a better PCI. All right, we got to drop it down with Jack. Yeah, we got to see, and that's where it fucks us.
I think TJ is up at the dish right now. Truman is up at the dish.
Now he's gonna have Bundy. We gotta almost like try to pop it up. Good start. Nice. Good start, offense. Gun.
There's the bunt out. He gets the bunt out of the way at least with one out, but now 2 gone against Justin Verlander here in the first.
Dude, this field is so clean, man. Just like that. If I don't get leadoff guy on, then it's like basically 2 quick outs.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. The stadium is, you know, Swanee popped off. The stadium is not the craziest hitter park ever. So I'm interested to see how the offense will go.
Let's go, Big Seti. Cool, the one.
Yeah, that would have been really interesting to see.
What is that? Ray just diced me. I'm now scared. I'm scared. Dude, I don't usually do
He is scared.
I don't usually do good when I power swing. Alright. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the thing with Ray. This man has played so much all-star difficulty. I think that he has the all-star approach down. He's going to be scary.
Decent bun right there, I felt like. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I like the idea of sprinkling them in and not being consistent with it. You know, anyone could put a bunt down. So, you know, if they don't have the defense there, try to put that down. Get a leadoff runner on, you know?
Do that? Did he get to there? No. Alright, we got one down. Wait, he did bunt, didn't he? He did bunt, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. A lot of them, a lot of these dudes are putting in the bunt defense after that first out. Because this is where you want to, like, get the bunt down, like, risk-free. So, I'm interested to see if Ray actually does it. I mean, he does have the last batter, but you'd assume now is the time to put the bunt down because you get that runner on, or worse than the worst, and you just have a hitter up with 2 outs. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really big. Jake Arrieta, I know, is TJ's guy. The hard-hitting sinker and slider combination is going to be key. He's going to be able to expand that zone, get some swings and misses. And he does. Like, perfect timing. Perfect timing on that. Yeah. And 0 shot, he does that. That would just be a stupid thing to do. You just got to hope he gets it down for a hit. Did he do it? What a play. Absolutely. It seems on that path. I mean, big thing with TJ, he's a great player on the higher difficulties, but the successful part of his game is his pitching. That's the thing that he does best. So, like, it's going to be interesting to see how much it carries him into this. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Then you get Brett Gardner up. This is asking for him to put a bunt down.
Dude, I will. We're gonna dance for every sub after the game, alright?
Oh, he has to.
Yeah, no, you know, just because we don't have the height. Don't think you're not allowed to.
Interesting thing here, too. Now that you have the bunt defense and he's almost assuming you bunt, this is a great time to swing away. Even if it turns to a double play, it's a great time to swing away, even though it logically is sound to get the runner over. Oh, there it is.
Noodle, get up! Get up! Up! Oh! Your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother.
Wow.
Your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother. YM.
He is saying your mother, but I think he forgot to unmute. I think he forgot to unmute in the Discord, so I don't think Ray heard it.
We're getting so leveled up. I am cool using his defense that way. Cool using his defense that way. Like defense will.
I like the smack talk though. Your mother, YM, 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 YM. Yes. Yeah, all I'm going to say for my first one is just bing bong. That's all I'm going to say. I'm excited for it. That's a big inning there. Absolutely. He loves the early game lead. Ooh, what a dot. But yeah, there goes down the strategy again. We mentioned how he got that first runner on. He was saying he was going to bunt him over. But he swings with Gardner. And then swings with Biggio. Great swings to start off the inning. And it's a 3-run inning.
Big Monty! Big Monty! Gotta unmute, gotta unmute, gotta unmute. Ray. Your mother, dude. Your mother. Alright.
Yeah.
Constant your mothers is our trash talk.
Yeah, I think the smack talk is very team. It's not going to be in every game situation. But I want to see people get creative with it. Ooh.
Run.
Ooh. He tagged him.
What are we doing? We run hard 90s around here. We run hard 90s. Oh my lord.
What a weird play.
There we go. There we go. Let's keep it going. We bunted.
Speaking of early,
We bunted.
early little single.
Right? We did bunt, correct? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Ooh,
bet
he
snagged
did.
that from 60
Got the
feet
bunt down.
away, right? I bet he does.
Inning over. There we go. I agree. Right now, Vegas is happy with the 56% Twitter poll. Vegas is happy right now, but I think for the sake of the game, I want a sweat fest. That's what I want. I want all chaos to unleash, but both sides. Ray knows how to come back. Man plays so much BR. He's got made tens of comebacks in an all-star setting. What a take.
Come on, Cedric. Come on, get down. There we go. All right. Get a left runner on right there. That's perfect. That's what we need.
I don't know. I feel like I would want to swing here. Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh, let's go. Go.
He cheesed him. He cheesed him.
Now we go. Now we go, baby. Now we go, baby.
That's actually, ignore me. That's a great bunt. That's actually a smart play right there.
Get out. Go. Please go. Do something.
Ooh,
Really?
deep part of the park.
Dang.
That's deep part of the park right there.
All right. All right. All right, sweet Lou. Come on, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I was on that one pretty well, too.
Yeah, that's not gonna go at this park. Absolutely, it's not too hitter friendly. It's a pretty well-rounded stadium.
Take it. Not a great hit. We get a run back at least, though. We'll take it. Come on, Craig.
That is a good cut. Thuni brings up an interesting point in the chat. Do you bunt again? They're assuming that like you bunt your one time and that's gonna be it.
Why? I don't know why. Get through there. We're going home. We're going home. Okay, these little dinky hits, man, we'll take them. I'll take them. Dude. Dude, do I take out Verlander here? Do I take out Verlander here? Do it? Yeah, okay. We'll put in Brett Gardner.
And the slappy singles going through the infield. I mean, the bunt cheesing teams are living up to the hype. The little slappy singles through the infield. This is gonna be how you score, though.
All right, Brett, come on. Inside slider.
I used them the other day.
Do something. Dude, these balls are not going anywhere. All right, get him over there. Get him over. Get him over. Boogie's not going to
Mm-hmm.
He's on that one pretty well.
Especially with these low power dudes, you need enough pop to really hit that hard. These low contact dudes can hit a lot of hard hit liners.
No, dude.
It's unfortunate.
All right. Hey, we get 2 runs back. Get 2 runs back at least.
It's a good inning. He's keeping.
We'll take that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I guess we can mix and match everybody. Are we allowed to use starters out of the pen? Honestly, don't know.
Yup.
Come on, steady. No, he cannot, Ethan. Run. Is that my bunt of the inning? Is that my
No.
bunt of the inning? Does that count? Does that count?
Swinging bunt. Doesn't count as his bunt, though.
No, he's not in double play depth. I
No.
wish he could've-
He's still got to get a normal bunt, Dad. Swinging
Alright,
bunts
so what
don't
we gotta
count.
do now, we gotta bunt with Gardy, because if we ground into a double play, we lose 100. We got to bunt right now.
Look. Yeah, I guess you just got the runner on second.
That
Oh,
might
my.
be a beauty. That is a beauty! Gardy!
There's the bunt of the inning.
My.
Textbook. That's textbook right there.
Sit. No.
Yeah.
Oh my. No run.
Ooh. Yup.
Noodle let me down second time through. Oh my goodness. No, dude. No. Noodle let me down, dude. He let me down second time.
Noodle did let you down, Mr. Noodle. Let's check back in on Ray. Ooh, they're going hard with the pen this game. A lot of relievers off the rip.
Yeah, what's up, Tom? What's going on, man? Alright. Yeah, it's 100 bats in here. Okay. Come on, Steve-O. I love Steve Philly, man. Love him. It's 9, Ems. 9. Get out! Go! Yes, I mean,
Oh,
dude, this is a big field, man. This is a big field, man.
Ray's just early on everything. He's on the early side of the ball. That usually means good, though. You want to be early.
Slider, man.
Luck start to go his way.
Come on, Garrett.
Yeah. I wonder if that's actually doing anything. And I wonder how much it's actually doing if it is. Oh, he tried to get it down.
No, Robbie, right.
Yeah. Ooh.
Come on, Garrett. Come on, buddy. No. Man, there've been some good PCIs that aren't going anywhere, man. Pretty good PCIs.
That is probably the most cursed custom stadium I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. This stadium probably leans towards the pitcher side of things, but not really, because we did have Swanee Mercy last game, so. Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Oh, let's go.
There's his bunt for the inning. Doesn't lose the points and gets a little bit of a hit going. He just needs to piece up a ball with Jackie.
Come on, Jackie.
Mm.
Go. Do something. Hey, man. He's going right there.
He's close. He's close, though. He's close to thriving.
Literally do, J-Mo, I do. That's true, Clay. You know what, Clay? I actually noticed that earlier on when I was playing for what's his name? I don't want to butt with Monty Irvin. So
Loud noises.
run. Yeah,
Gets him.
Get it out of the way. Get out of the way.
Gets the bunt out of the way.
I forgot Monty went deep. Yeah, Monty Irvin is like my one non-speed guy.
Interesting thing with this game as well, with how the point system goes, in case you guys are confused or just tuning in, there's a point system as shown in the top left corner of TJ's gameplay. There is a point system going on. Each run, hit, strikeout, all of that will add or subtract points. That's how the system works. And we have multipliers set as handicaps to even up the playing field. And both these dudes are at the exact same playing field. Like, whoever plays better this game is 100% going to get more points. So, that's a thing to note here. It's a close game, but no one's really running away with anything right now, so.
Who does he have coming up? Well,
Yep, they both have a 1.0.
we'll go Kemp. Let's go with Minnie Minoso.
But yeah, anything can happen. We saw Swanee pop off last game. Anything can happen in these games. No game, like 2-run game, that's more than within reason. Anything can happen, so.
Come on, Minnie.
Ooh, Minnie Minoso.
Attaboy.
Yep. I think Ray's got the home run swing going too much. Trying to hit the ball out of here. TJ's slapping a lot of singles through the infield. And that's been a big difference for him. Here we go.
Oh, let's go, man. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. I don't think he's
Yep.
very good.
He's using these contact hitters really well right now. That's the thing. Ray seems to be swinging for the power here. But these dudes don't have that pop to hit for no doubt power all the time. So you gotta adjust your approach a little bit. Try to hit that lower part of the PCI, kind of what TJ's doing here.
In the gap. In the gap. It's in the gap. It's going to be a ground rule double. Score.
Oh, it's staying in the park.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Playing it safe, playing it safe.
Let's go. Let's go. Thunderclouds. I love you.
TJ is just smacking the ball. You gotta keep this inning here.
That's an out. Dang, dude. Not hitting good with SETI yet, sadly, dude. Sadly. Alright, here we go.
Absolutely, that could have been hella ugly. But he does a good job of only allowing the 2 runs on that one hit. But You got to get those runs back right away with how this game is gone. Honestly, use the bunt to your advantage. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ooh, that is a cut. That's a cut right there. That's the type of swing you want. Here's the thing. I don't think I bunt with Lou Brock. I think I'm swinging with him here. Put that defense in. Let me swing the infield in. Oh, trying to go for the bunt and the steal. Trying to. Oof, those inside sliders and cutters. Doing a good job of, I mean, keeping Ray frustrated. Now, Ray can't get too comfortable. He's not biting in the zone. Ray's just got to be a little bit more patient again.
Get him over at least.
What a toss. What a toss.
Got that actually. Okay. We're in a break.
Ye-
The reason this many guys off the rip here, but I gotta score here, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Score here.
if I'm correct, he has Hannes Wagner at first. So that will be that defense. The play, you will see that defense at first.
We gotta keep up there.
Oh,
Get through there. Get through there. Go. Get through there.
is he gonna? Oh, man, when you, man, that was just so close to going his way. It was a foot or so away from getting past the second baseman, and he was literally a step away from beating it.
Tell them that I gotta pee like so fast or I'm gonna piss my chair.
Okay, so TJ has to pee so bad he's gonna piss his chair. So we have a little bit of a pee break going on here, and just to remind you all on all that is inbound with this team build, in case you're confused on what's going on, we'll take you down memory lane, break down the rule set and everything inbound. Here we go. In case you're confused on what's going on here, this is the stadium is being played at. This is a custom stadium, show zone field, custom made for the league this week. This is the team build that is being used. We got the bunt cheeser week. Now, a few of you guys are confused about the bunting. What's going on with that? The rules for this week is you have to bunt at least once per inning. And the players being used on the team have to have an average of 70 plus bunt, drag, and speed. So the average of those three numbers needs to be 70 plus. So in case you're confused on what's going on, wondering what is going on, that is what it is. But seems like TJ has gotten back from his bathroom break. He is minus 200 for a pee break. You know, I like that rule. You know, for the sake of this game, minus 200. I think that's a great idea. We'll have to contact the. We'll have to get a vote on that rule. I think it's a viable rule right there.
I literally right before we started, like 30 minutes ago.
Oh. Man, TJ, he's been drinking the fluids. That is for sure. And Mangoes is going. Man, why everyone? This is just the pee break of the stream. Oh, is he gonna get? Oh, he got that down.
Let's go.
Didn't get the bunt defense. See, that's what I've been saying. You can take advantage of the defense, and he just a beautiful bunt down right there. Oh, and then aggressive swing with Brett.
It's not a horrible piece, I know.
Does get a leadoff runner with the bunt, gets the bunt out of the way, and he can swing away this inning, but I really feel like if this were me, I would bunt more than once. Ray's got to be counting out the bunt at this point. You could get that second bunt in and throw them for a loop. But Blake Trinan already in the 5th. It's not really boding well. Bullpen is being burnt. TJ has been great offensively. It's going to be very tough for Ray to get going. He's going to need to really get, like, pitch a shutout inning here, get some runs right away.
Hey, let's see if we can get some 2-out magic going, huh? Come on. Oh, it's Ozzie Smith. I love it.
Mango's with the gameplay commentary of being at the bathroom. I love it. I love it. He is texting while taking a piss. I love it. I love it. Incredible. See, what other commentators would you see go out there and commentate their bathroom breaks? I don't think you would see anyone else go out there and commentate a bathroom break.
Ozzie out, dude. I'd rather bunt with Ozzie next to
Oh. That's an interesting thing to go out there and to tell everyone. Well.
I wish I could see that exit velo there.
Well, the inning is over. Ray gets a leadoff. I mean, TJ gets a leadoff bunt. Gets nullified, and just like that, inning is over. This is Ray's shot right here. Top of the order. Oh. Tragedy. That right there is a big old F in the chat. Sadness. Man, that's like the worst way to start an inning, with a perfect round out. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be very tough. Oh, the cameras got messed up. Noted. Let me fix that. Don't know what happened there. We're good to go. Oh! He just missed that. He that was so close to staying fair. Oh. In terms of TJ, though, I like how he went about his defense in the infield. He's got Hannes and Jackie on the right side, and Ozzie Smith at short. So, like, he's got basically the best defense you could ask for fielding these bunts. So it's yep, and you got Ray starting Cesar Hernandez at second, and you know, you could figure at least a couple of bunts could have flipped over the other way if he had a better defender out there. All right, we got to fix that real quick. There we go. There we go. Do this.
I think right here I'm gonna break in.
I love the saves. Oh, we got a bunt. Let's go D Gordon.
Oh, he's got D Gordon going in for the bunt right here.
Yeah, he didn't pull him in. I messed up. We'll bunt right now, dude. I'm gonna try to just do the pop-up bunt right back to the pitcher. That's my goal here.
This card is like the definition of like built for this. He is the definition of built for it. Anytime you see this card come to the plate, you just have to put the bunt defense in. You have to assume he's gonna bunt every single time.
After this game, we're gonna try to get the last 8 we need, because I want to get a debut out tomorrow for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Up the middle. Run.
Oh, he almost beat that out.
Gosh dang it! Alright.
That was bang bang play. Bang bang. That's a bing bong play right there. Bang, bang, bing bong. Right there.
That's the point of this league this week.
All right, Andrew Miller in this game.
All right.
Going against the Cedric Mullins. I like the matchup for Cedric. But past that, not really sure about that.
Alex, I point DCCL.
He's got to get his approach down. That's what you need. Oh, he's going to...
Please. 2. Cannot get anything going to the other.
Yeah, it's especially this stadium. It's definitely not hitter friendly, you know. And especially with, I mean, I know Cedric Mullins has some pop, but you got to square that up a little more. Get more center PCI. I think Ray's just in home run mode. He's just trying to hit the ball out of here.
Yeah, we're going to get there.
No.
How are we getting out?
Favorite.
Bro, 99 speed? God damn, man.
Yeah.
How is he not safe right there? I get it's Ozzie Smith. I'm literally getting screwed in the point that I have to bunt every time I have 2 outs. I get freaking it's frustrating, man.
He's saying that he's getting screwed up so much where he has to bunt every time with 2
Can I
outs.
just bunt over his head somehow?
He just said he wants to bunt over his head somehow.
I mean, there's nothing
Yeah.
I can do there, unfortunately. God bless. That sucks, man. That really sucks.
Absolutely. And also just looking at the team build, like Ray went for a couple guys with some pop. Got Cesar Hernandez out there, but he hasn't gotten the chance to swing. And oh, there we go again with the bunt.
Let's go. Let's go. Good.
The first batter bunts. It's been working out for him. He's changed it up. Ray's not been ready for it. Yeah. I'm throwing away to him. I'm not giving him anything inside. It's that right there. He pieces up an inside fastball. He's hitting it out of here, dude. Keeping away to him. Oh, that's Cesar Hernandez at second. He's a little slower, not as good of a defender. Yeah. He puts like Jackie Robinson or someone there instead. That's an out. Oh, there's the line out.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Very good swing. I'd love that to find green, but get that run in at third at least. At least.
I like the idea of bunting here for some reason. Bunt, get that runner home. He's not going to expect it. I know he's got a 6-2 lead, and it probably doesn't make much sense to bunt when you have a 4-run lead. But if he were really considering it, and if someone were to do it, TJ would be the guy to do it. That is for sure.
That won't be 2. That's going to be a run. That's going to be a run.
Not going to get 2, though.
Hey, anytime we can add on, we'll take it. That's a good AB by Gardner. We just had to get that run in. Had to get that run in. Had to. I want to see Noodle with a big swing here. I want to see it, chat. I want to see it, chat. I wanna see Noodle with a big swing.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen still. Like this game, I know some people may look at this game and think it's over. Ray may be telling himself that, but this absolutely ain't over. All it takes is a couple little bits of luck to go his way. You just need to stay positive. You got to really minimize your zone here. Stay, like, I know Ray's been swinging a little bit on those down away sliders. Those are very tough to hit with these dudes. Oh, he went for...
Just get the bunt out of the way off the rip, man. That's been
TJ read that perfectly.
get out the
He read that.
just get over with it because I think that's been really screwing me here lately. So now we got that away. Let's actually play straight up. Let's see what we can do here.
Oh. Again, right to center.
It's been that kind of a night, bro.
Man. Oh my goodness. Man, it's like I know what I think it is. I feel like part of it is just like Ray being the BR dude he is, he's drafting dudes with power over and over and over again. And like a lot of just hard hit lineouts. I mean, just by nature, these contact players aren't gonna hit the ball out regularly unless you hit like perfects or you really pull the ball down the line. And he's been hitting hard hit, deep hit flyouts to center, opposite field. And he's been having a tough time because he's not banking on, not getting those home runs.
Over the hit. I don't even know what the thing was. No, I
Basically.
just throw it away. Just get it off my screen, please. That wasn't even a full swing. I don't know why it was a full swing.
Absolutely. And honestly, just like in terms of the team build, I know TJ is this team build honestly might be built for him because he loved that Lou Brock card, for example. He likes doing this type of thing. But Ray, however, you could tell you could tell that Ray is in for a little bit of a loop this week, I would say. So he's you could tell the team build and the strategy for this week might be getting to him a little bit. The cards that are being used, it's been a tough one for him, but he's close. Like he's genuinely close. He's just one rally away.
Yep, okay, that counts.
He does.
We bunted out, so therefore that counts. That is our bunt. It's got to be an attempt.
Mhm.
So that is our bunt for the inning.
Oh, he just missed that. It's a good cut.
Come on, buddy.
Oh. Yeah, the outer only.
Let's see if we can go steal a run with 2 outs, huh? Let's go,
It is. It's so interesting. Like I like some people have the mentality of having only the center. Some people like just having one, like no center. Like it's like there's so much different PCI strategy out there. And the funny thing is that a lot of people will like look for tips on what PCIs is set and all that. It is literally all mental. It is all comfort in what works the best for you. You just got to find what that is. You got to test out a bunch of things. And for TJ, he is running an absolute nuclear sized PCI here. Like it's the size of the strike zone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, how do you even aim with that? It's so big. It's like, I don't even know where the center is.
Dude, I don't like that Hansen card, man. I don't know why.
Well, we are 6 outs. Ray is 6 outs. Get this going here. He's been pitching some good innings, but this is his chance. Yeah, root for your guy. Billy Wagner, that's a very hittable pitcher. Wagner is definitely hittable. He's not the most lights out. He does. Don't bunt. No. Wait, is he baiting him? He's baiting him, I think. Baiting the bunt. That's it. That's what you do. He's got the corners in at least. And like at this point, like he may as well play for the bunt. He has such a lead, like he may as well just put the defense in. It's not gonna really harm him too much if he has the defense out there. There it is.
All right, it's a terrible hit.
There's the fluke.
Base. We get somebody on base here. We got the top lineup up. Let's see what good old Steve Finley can do here, man.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, like, I don't think TJ has to know he's not bunting with Steve Finley. He's trying to hit the ball out of the park here. So now you leave defense normal. You make him find a way to hit like a good pitch out. Don't give him anything easy to hit here. Craig Biggio.
Get through there. Get through there. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on.
There it is.
Now we go. Now we go, baby. Come on.
You haven't. Ooh, too aggressive. Too aggressive. Got him on that. Yeah. So now here's the thing. He hasn't gotten his bunt yet, so he's probably gonna swing with Cedric. Now, if he hits into a double play, he's risking losing points if he swings, but he's gonna try to get the bunt down. He can't get that bunt down now. A lot of foul ball bunts for him. Good take.
Come on, Cedric.
Oh, that's a pitch to hit. It's a little higher.
Appreciate you, brother.
Ooh, what a pitch. Now he has to bunt or he sacrifices the points. Mm-hmm.
Why could he get the freaking line down, dude?
Mm-hmm. See, he had his opportunity. He had the first two runners on. He had his shot. He said he's gonna take the minus, he thinks. He's gonna take the risk. Oh. The one bunt he commits to. And now at this point, I think he's gotta. Oh! How did he? That was honestly incredible that he avoided that. That is beautiful. See, that is exactly what this is. What a bunt.
Yeah, what's up, GracefulSwan, man? You don't mind us on the let's go. Come on. This we gotta do. We gotta score a run here, man. Come on, baby.
That's a great play too. I think the steal got the runner, the third baseman to cover the bag. So that made that bunt literally perfect. I think that's an incredible play. Ooh. I mean, listen, you can't question the squeeze at this point.
Bring it up a little bit more, please.
Oh, he's just swinging at that inside pitch. He wants the inside fastball. TJ knows it. You stick away here. Make him hit a slow pitch away. Or you keep throwing inside like that over and over again.
Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, please.
Yeah, he expanded the zone. He's been doing it. He's been expanding that zone on those inside sliders and cutters. That's the difference of that inning. That's a big momentum. Man. That was. And we do have to remember, first of all, this stadium isn't two-hitter friendly. It's 2,500 elevation, I believe. So it's above average, I would say. The walls aren't super deep, but we have to remember the team build here. This team doesn't have elite power like God squads do. Even Cesar Hernandez there has 88 power. So it's very tough to count on someone like him to hit that ball out to a gap, especially not on a perfect swing. So it's a big part of this, that's for sure. If that wind is, I don't know why that wind is a thing, but if it's doing something, like, yeah.
That didn't work out at all. Just threw away this inning altogether. Nice. Now Cedric's coming. That's on.
Yeah, I think that right there is a heart wrencher, that inning. I mean, at least he got some hits, put up a rally, get some points for that, but That right there was his opportunity to make this a game. That was his opportunity. He's gonna cheese him with this? No shot.
Oh, that was weird. All right, bottom of the ninth. Here we go.
Absolutely. Swinging bunt, swinging bunt, swinging bunt. Oh my God, he made that play. I mean, to be fair, Mariano Rivera was a good defender, so before someone goes out there and says anything, he actually was a pretty good fielder. There's the bunt. He almost didn't beat that out. Yeah, bunts out of the way. That's big. Now he could just swing away. Now he could swing away. No risk of points. This is his shot right here. He just TJ is such like an interesting player, dude. He's the pickoffs. Show some fight, Ray. You could do it, bro. There it is. The hot mic. He got the little hot mic action. He even pulled off a dance. I don't think anyone's done that yet. He literally danced and spoke into the hot mic. What a cut. Hey, this ain't over though. Top of the order now. Just late. Okay, don't. Oh, that inside sinker. TJ knows. He keeps biting at it. One out. That's a big thing for Raiders game. He's expanded that zone a bit. That's been a big part of this game for him. He's expanded that zone a good bit. This is still a good performance. I mean, TJ definitely ain't getting 600 something. I would guess from my mental math, he'd be like around 400, just guessing. Oh, is that gonna... Oh. This game is alive. Woo! And just one more bloop and a blast. Is he gonna bloop him? No. No shot. Again, the inside slider. Hey, he put up a fight, man. He put up a fight. That's 12 hits? Yeah. Absolutely. That was good game there from both sides. I mean, honestly, I think the big thing of that game, the narrative of that game, Truman just got the bats going right away, ran away with that game, and just there was no stopping him at that point. It was too late. He had a big lead, and that was it for him. And he kept on reading the zone. He knew Ray was expanding that zone a little bit, being a little bit impatient, and he kept on going to his inside sinkers, inside sliders, and just keeping him on his feet. And he did a good job of pitching and stopping all those rallies. He got that cut with Buxton there, but at that point, it was a little bit too late. So we're going to get this game reported. We're going to check up on the score of this game. We're going to hop in with these two in the booth post game. The score has actually been reported already. So I have some news for you, TJ. You want to hear your score? Game number 1, TJ with the 362-point banger. The points for winning, big difference for him there. gets the boost in points because he won the game. But still, even though Ray ended up picking up the loss, 179 points is very solid. It's a solid performance. It's not a dud. That's still a very worthwhile performance despite the unfortunate loss. But you see, I mean, this is the point system and how it goes. You compare this to Swanee's game. Swanee had an unreal game 1, and TJ barely got half of his points. But even still, with how the points and all the multipliers work to even up the playing field, that was a very solid game both around, by both sides, and I think the points definitely reflect that. Yeah, GG's, Ray. Hell of a job again, brother. Honestly, you're in not a bad spot. I mean, even though you lost the game, you're still at 179 points. So, I mean, that's a pretty respectable game despite the loss. So, I wouldn't be entirely down. You're going to be in a solid spot. We still have 2 more games going on this Friday. So, we'll see how it looks there. And we'll let you go on your way, Mr. Ray. GG's again, brother. And appreciate you playing. What a day. What a day of baseball. Let's break it down. We're going to break down everything in case you all missed it. We had 2 games today. Game 1, we had GracefulSwan versus Digital Champion, and it definitely lived up to the hype. We're going to check in on the point result of that here in a sec. This was the results of Game 1. Swanee came out, put up a mercy rule, 624 points, setting an example game number 1. Performing. He loves the tournament league setting for some reason, and he absolutely lived up to the hype. Is a heck of a game 1 performance. Absolutely. And Swanee had a heck of an offensive performance. Then we had our game number 2, which just happened, of course. TJ versus Ray Cheesy. TJ again picking up 362 points, locking himself in second place as of right now. And we still have 2 more games on the slate this week on Thursday. So we'll have to see how that goes. But right now, I think this game actually lived up to be a pretty even matchup. I mean, the score was close. They got a lot of hits. And it was actually a very good battle between the two. And you look at the scores, you get 100 points extra for a win, I believe. My memory serves me correct. So you take away the 100 TJ got, that's only an 80-point difference. So, like, it was a very close head-to-head game. They both had the same multiplier. So the competition was even leveled. And it was I think that game was definitely the most competitive game of the bunch, and it was very fun to watch. Yeah, on Thursday we have 2 more games on the ledger. You'll be seeing us again on Thursday. We got Ochev versus Thune. That one's gonna be a hell of a game, and then we got my personal favorite matchup of the week, Ansel Armstrong versus the Holy Grail. I'm excited for that matchup. I mean, they both have very similar multiplier numbers, so it's head to head. And I think that game is going to really be a big game of energy. Who's going to come out there committed with the most energy? He's going to show the most heart. And I think that's going to be a heck of a battle. Absolutely. It's going to be a fun day. Make sure you guys are following the channel here, turning on the notifications, and following the Dugout Creative Twitter account. We're going to be keeping you all updated. Everything with the league. There's eventually going to be a site up with all the standings, so you can keep up with that as well. Keep track of your favorite creators on their own Twitters, channels, all of that. And all this info you can keep up with all of us throughout the community here. And appreciate all of you stopping by and hanging out with us. Absolutely. And we'll be going live again here on Thursday. Obviously from me and the greatest mullet on Twitch. Appreciate all of you hanging out, kicking it with us. We're going to send it over to Mr. TJ, Mr. Trumanation, for his win. He's gonna be streaming a good bit into the night. So we're gonna go show him the love. Let me see if I can do it. We might need to have someone else do that. But thank you all for hopping in. Make sure you keep up with all of the updates here. We'll be streaming here on every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll be playing games throughout the week. Make sure you keep up with your creators on their channels. All these games will be getting spewed out everywhere.